Come home to an authentic, historic downtown Main Street experience in the foothills. Placerville. With over 100 retail shops, you'll find clothing, toys, gifts, art, jewelry, hardware, and housewares, wine and beer tasting, wonderful restaurants, memorable special events, and entertainment here just for you. Come home to historic Main Street Placerville. Placerville has it all. Click placervilledowntown.com.
Hi, I'm Becca Masick here in front of the Chamber of Commerce building in Placerville, California, and we're going to go inside to Jasmine Alexander, who has a very special interview for us.
Thank you, Becca, and I'm here with Kathleen Dodge, who is the Executive Director of the El Dorado County up to Lake Tahoe Film Office.
One of the things that the office did was put out a guide, which is a self-guided tour of motion picture locations.
That's awesome.
The guide is also free at the El Dorado County Chamber of Commerce at 542 Main Street in Placerville. And so the guide has about 30 motion pictures that were shot in El Dorado County. And it even has our Walk of Fame. Here are some of the films from the Walk of Fame: Indiana Jones, The Horse Whisperer, City of Angels, Smokin' Aces, Memoirs of a Geisha, and Almost Famous. All of those films were shot.
Those are amazing because those are big films.
Portions, yes. And of course it was portions. And then we have 30 more. And when you open up the guide, if you wanted to, it has a map of El Dorado County. It has some really cool little tidbits in it too. For instance, a movie named Honky Tonk Man, Clint Eastwood starred in. And there's a little piece of trivia there that says that this is the only film that his son and he both acted in. So, and that was shot in Latrobe. So it goes all the way from the west end of the county to the east end of the county, and lists about 30 different locations that you as a public, anyone in the public could go and see where a portion of that film was shot in our county. So we're really proud about that. We have had a lot of filming, and that's why my office exists, is for the economic benefits to the community. If they go to our website at www.filmtahoe.com, there'll be more information. We have an event page on Facebook, and just call, ask any questions, but mostly be there or be square.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jasmine, for that great interview.
Hello, I'm Jasmine Alexander here in downtown Placerville on Main Street at a cup of coffee for the judging of the Sweet and Spicy contest. I'm here with Erin, Abby, and Sarah, and they are going to be judging tonight for the Sweet and Spicy contest. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys are here doing?
Well, we're here judging pretty much all of the restaurants' entries for the Sweet and Spicy appetizer competition.
I heard there's around 10 tonight, is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you guys are in the ROP program for culinary?
Yeah, we are. It's on the El Dorado High School campus, and this is all of our first years doing it, so I think we're having fun.
How'd you guys get involved with this?
Well, for me, I don't know about these two, but I have always had a real interest in cooking and culinary arts, and I figured this is really a good idea just to start off and get myself ready for culinary art college.
Definitely, this is a great way to start. How did you get involved?
I had a friend from my last school tell me about it. She hadn't done it and really enjoyed it, and my mom and my dad were chefs for a while, so.
Oh, that's so nice that you could do that at your school then. How did you get involved?
I was kind of like just looking for ROPs, and I knew that I enjoyed cooking just at home and stuff with my mom, and so I was looking at ROPs and saw the culinary, and I thought that it would be really fun, and once I got to know everybody, it was amazing. So.
And how excited are you to be sampling all the food from downtown Placerville tonight?
I think we're pretty psyched about it.
Pretty stoked. I'm pretty hungry, so this will be fun.
Yeah, great way to get your fill tonight, free dinner.
Yeah, I grew up in Placerville, so I think it'd be really fun just tasting everything. So.
Oh yeah, now you know where to go next time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for you guys for your interview, and we'll be seeing more from you guys later.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
here with Jacob, who just finished his meal for the sweet and spicy food competition. Can you tell me a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, what we did was we took one of our specialty items that we have here at the cafe and kind of added a little twist on it with this sweet and spicy theme. Can I say what it is? Or
Sure.
I don't know if it's a blind test or what. It was a rainbow pesto roll, but we kind of went all out with a chipotle honey mustard sauce to kind of spice it up a little bit.
Always nice. And how do you think you're going to do in tonight's competition?
I really didn't think about it. I don't care all that much. I think the whole idea of the community involvement is just kind of fun, and so haven't really thought about how we'll do in the competition. I just think that the whole idea is pretty cool.
And you've set up a nice atmosphere down here at Cosmic Cafe. Can you tell me what got you into Cosmic Cafe and the restaurant industry?
I kind of was more interested in the cultural arts and having an alternative place for people to kind of hang out that's centered around the arts. And I've always loved the coffee house culture. And then as I was younger and growing up, I got really into the ethics of food and the whole agribusiness, and kind of thought the most radical thing I could do would be to grow my own food. And I managed an organic farm for a couple of years, and then that got me into cooking, and I did some world traveling and worked at a couple of different restaurants around the world, in Peru and New Zealand and Spain and different places, and just kind of thought, what a better thing to do with your life than provide ethical foods for a community that you know and love.
And you've brought your foods and your ethics here to Placerville, and we appreciate that, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm here with Jill Barnes, owner of A Cup of Coffee and More. And how long have you guys been on Main Street?
I've been here 3 years. It'll be 3 years the 1st of March.
And how are you liking it?
Oh, we love it down here on Main Street. We feel very much a part of the community here.
Yeah, enough to hold the judging here for Sweet and Spicy, the event tonight.
We're not only holding the judging, but we're participating in the appetizer contest as well. My chef, Melissa Arcona, is whipping up one of her special recipes to be judged tonight with everybody else.
Oh, that sounds tasty. Can you give me a hint as to what's to come with that?
I really can't, because it's a blind judging.
Oh, okay.
So we can't even share what it is, because we wouldn't want to tip somebody off as to what our appetizer might be.
Are you excited to see how the event goes tonight, though?
Absolutely. It's always fun to have Third Saturday Art Walk and to throw in something a little special with it, so that people will come out and not only come into Cup of Coffee, but come downtown.
Oh, definitely. I know our crew loves to come here all the time. So thank you very much for your interview, and I hope the judging goes well for you tonight.
Thank you very much, Jasmine.
Thank you.
I'm here with Robin at Tortilla Flats, and can you tell us a little bit about the meal that you prepared?
Yes, we did a traditional Mexican sopa, but we filled it with a little kick. We have a sweet and spicy mango salsa that we've tossed in our traditional veggie salad, and a little bit of spicy shrimp.
And what got you into the restaurant industry in Tortilla Flats?
Actually, we fell into it. We had jobs in logging. Logging did not pan out, so we ended up buying a restaurant. So we're 4 years new to Placerville and to the restaurant.
And how do you like it in Placerville and with the restaurants?
We love Placerville. We love our employees. They're fabulous, and we've met a lot of great people here.
And how do you feel you're going to do in tonight's competition?
Oh, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's awesome. We're going to be number one.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Charlene from Access Eldorado, and I'm here with Ken at Pal Steamer. So I heard you guys are having an appetizer competition?
Yes, we are actually. For our third Saturday Art Walk, today being February 15th, we are also sponsored with a bunch of local 5 different restaurants that we have. Surprisingly enough, it's been a really fun trip to help out with all of this, because with moments like this, we really try to help our community, and our community helps us out whenever we need to too. We're always doing fundraisers for all kinds of different things that we have going in our community. So our specials that we are having are usually the crawfish dip. That's just for tonight. But we're fluctuating our menu quite often in between. So we already have a really solid menu. The chipinos and the chowders are really hot sellers. And we're trying to vast things out a little bit so we can expand more and try to make our business more local and larger. But we have many awesome specials. We have our new specials that we have been doing is the crab cakes. Those are really good. My favorite is the Kenny G, which is my own pasta. It's combined with shrimps, crabs, scallops, and prawns with all our secret seasonings that we like to use.
It all sounds good.
All our seasonings that we like to use in our chipinos. Chipinos are extremely popular too. But yeah, come on in for yourself, check out our menu, see what we have to offer, and I'm sure you'll like it.
Well, thank you very much. It was nice having you today, and I'm looking forward to the competition.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'm here with Laura from Bricks, and can you please tell me a little bit about what you entered this evening?
We entered our hot and spicy shrimp. It's quite famous on the street here. If you're smart, you get extra garlic bread with it, because it's not really the shrimp, it's the sauce.
Ah.
Yes, so you dip that garlic bread in the sauce.
And what got you into the restaurant industry here on Placerville?
Well, I started down at Cascada, and then we bought this building, and now we're well, we didn't buy this building, we moved into this space. So we've got 3 on Main Street. We've got Cascada, Bricks, and Torino's.
Oh, so you actually have 3 restaurants in tonight's competition.
We do.
And what are the other restaurants entering that we have?
I don't know.
You don't know?
They didn't let me in on that. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Charlene, and today I'm here with Cody at Torino's. How long have you guys been in the business?
About a year. Be a year in April or March, I believe. One of the two.
That's good. And so what are your specialties?
Tonight we're doing a prime rib. It's 16 ounces. Started with a choice of either you get mashed potatoes, baked potato, rice. Started with a super salad. Tonight our soup is a chicken and sausage gumbo. And then we also have an Alaskan king crab. It's 3/4 of a pound of sweet king crab served with the same choices of sides and some okra salad. And then a pistachio crusted halibut tonight.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Yeah.
I'm here with Chris from Heyday Cafe, and can you tell me a little bit about the restaurant and the food that you guys have prepared?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been open for about 7 years. Our cuisine is more or less California cuisine with Spanish, Italian, French, and Asian influences. Good old-fashioned pizzas, gourmet ingredients, and fresh local produce.
And the food you prepared tonight, what did you guys do with that?
We produced so we're doing a chicken sambal skewers, which is a sriracha and sambal spice. So the skewers are grilled. They'll have a sweet, spicy kind of flavor to them. Perfect for the event.
And how long have you been the manager here for?
I've been with the restaurant for 4.5 years and managing for about 2.5.
Well, thank you for your interview so much, and I hope it goes well.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I'm here at Levy's with Eric, and what are your specialties that you've been cooking for tonight?
Well, at the Levy, we are a Cajun restaurant. I think the only one in Northern California. Probably our most popular item is a pasta jambalaya, which is chicken and sausage, tomatoes, a bunch of bell peppers, and other wonderful vegetables. And then it's finished off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and a little bit of cream. It is just fantastic.
That sounds great.
We also do a blackened catfish that we do with a nice fish sauce with some shrimp and scallops, and serve it over rice. Oh my God. gosh, it's so good.
What's your favorite part about being a chef?
Honestly, it's the fact that you know immediately when you put that plate in front of somebody how you did. When they take that first bite and their eyes roll back, and they're like, oh my God, that's good. That is just the best feeling ever.
Well, that's great. What is your favorite dish?
My personally favorite dish, I like steak, so I like our ribeye. I make all of our own dry rubs, so they've got like 30 different ingredients, and just marinate them and grill them up, and
sounds good.
They're just nice.
Well, thank you for having this wonderful evening today, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your day.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm here with Kim from Cascada, and can you tell me a little bit about your restaurant and the meal that you guys prepared this evening?
Yes, Cascada's been here on Main Street for approximately 6 years, and one of our most popular appetizers here is the Camarones Don Felipe, and that's what we entered in the contest today, and that's the jumbo shrimp that's tossed in a hot sauce, wrapped in bacon, served with a spicy dipping sauce on a bed of onions and bell peppers. It's one of the favorites, yes.
And what got you into the restaurant industry here?
Me personally, or the owners?
You personally.
Me personally. I've been in the restaurant business for about 27 years now. So here on Main Street, I've worked several different places and have been at Cascada for the past 4 years.
Well, I hope you guys did good, and thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
Smile.
And the winners are Cascada in first place with bacon wrapped shrimp. Second place went to Tortilla Flats with sweet and spicy shrimp sopas. And third place went to Heyday Cafe chicken sambal skewers.
Don't just access El Dorado.
Want an alternative to the shopping mall? Return to the Main Street experience in downtown Placerville with family-owned shops, boutiques, galleries, restaurants, and more. You will find everything from high-end name brands to unique, one-of-a-kind items. Live entertainment and special events makes Main Street Placerville the getaway for a day or weekend. And it's the gateway to the Sierras, too. Placerville has it all. Click placervilledowntown.com.
Welcome to the arts in El Dorado County.
El Dorado County, with a population of over 176,000 residents, has survived recession, freeway construction, business closures, vanished employment opportunities, and crumbled streets. Yet through it all, the art community has been resilient and kept local economies energized. A mini renaissance is occurring with art and creativity at the heart of this economic revival. Studio lofts in vintage buildings are brimming with painters, sculptors, writers, poets, musicians, performers, and photographers. New galleries, wineries, and restaurants are emerging as venues for this local art, live music, and show off the skills of regional winemakers and boutique brewers. The arts sector is active all year round with Art Space, the third Saturday art walks, art, wine, and beer festivals, and studio tours, to name just a few, all celebrating the arts and a strong local cultural heritage. Everything a curious and thirsty visitor needs is found in El Dorado County. Art is a major economic powerhouse for the downtown Placerville economy, and the El Dorado Arts Council, with the Placerville Downtown Merchants Association and the City of Placerville and others, have joined forces to further enhance the economic possibilities of an authentic Main Street experience. From Placerville, the El Dorado Arts Council expands its workforce to all of El Dorado County. Fundamental to the organization's mission is the place-based nature of its programming and to the artists of all disciplines who are involved. Over the past 2 years, county-wide initiatives include arts and education, exhibitions for emerging visual art students, scholarships for fine arts camps, and local music performances, poetry readings, and artist workshops. Examples are the Congressional Arts Competition and Poetry Out Loud.
Ventura, because she was hungry, and because she was curious, but more because she was curious, took the dare, a kiss for a pomegranate. Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be
here. Another major initiative in the last 2 years include Arts in the Healing Environment, featuring local artworks displayed in the local community hospital. Big destination events include Art in the Orchard, the El Dorado Hills Art and Wine Affair, and Coloma Blues Live.
Won't you be my voodoo doll?
These events have a major impact on tourism and inspire visitors to look for lodging at local bed and breakfast inns and hotels. Art is good business. The El Dorado Arts Council works with members and partners of other local organizations, artists, and art-related business employers for marketing and promotion of unique local products to consumers of locally sold goods and services in our communities and county. Art is good business when the ambience of Main Street Placerville or El Dorado Hills Town Center is discovered as a perfect haven by the entrepreneur and investor, that when surrounded by inspiring art with senses enhanced by good food and a great bottle of wine, helps to bring ideas and innovations to market. The development of indoor and outdoor performance venues and community-appropriate public art throughout the area will further increase the marketability of El Dorado County. Art, culture, and heritage are major assets and necessary elements to bring high-tech, high-wealth generating global premium businesses to El Dorado County, from which the entire county will benefit. It is vital, then, that the arts be included at the table when community identity and economic development planning is taking place. The arts foster beauty, creativity, originality, and vitality.
The arts inspire us, soothe us, provoke us, involve us, employ us, and connect us with our economic future.
While the 49ers found gold, now you can discover living history in nature. Experience year-round sports, recreation, and adventure. Enjoy the arts, great wine, music, fine dining, and entertainment. From the foothills to Lake Tahoe, find it all in El Dorado County. Call 530-621-5885 or on the web at visit-eldorado.com.
Okay, my name is Mignon Helly.
My name is Good Shield Aguilar. And we've been playing music for about 3 years now together. And I've been a musician my whole life, but I try to play all kinds of different styles of music. Maybe about 10 years ago, I finally started doing native music. You know, even though I'm obviously a native person, I didn't want to put native culture in my music because I didn't want to feel like I was selling it. But I learned that, you know, there's a good way you can do it. So I know people like to experience different cultural perspectives, and especially through music. I think it's a really powerful medium.
And one of the things that Goodshield does is he works for the Buffalo Field Campaign, and that's all about protecting the last of the wild, genetically pure buffalo in Yellowstone Park. And so he's been on tour with them on a road show for the past, I don't know, 10 years or so?
Yeah, 11.
11. And so I joined them this last year, and for about 35 days, we traveled through Washington, Oregon, Northern California, Southern California, and Nevada, talking about the buffalo, spreading the word to save the herd. And we have pamphlets there and calendars if you'd like to contribute to a nonprofit organization. My son gifted me with a flute about 10 years ago, and I had never played a wind instrument in my life. So he gave it to me, and I insisted that I play it, so I tooted around. I took it hiking with me a few times, and I'd hike with groups, and I'd play the flute as I hiked. And a lot of the people that I hiked with really thought I played well, which I thought was strange. But anyway, that's how it all started. And I joined a flute circle, people who were flute enthusiasts, especially the Native American flute. And so we would meet once a week, and then we got gigs. And we played at community events. And then one of these community events actually was a Buffalo Field Campaign event. I met Goodshield. I was there to play the flute, and he was there to do his music. And I asked him to play the drum while I fluted, and that's how it all kind of started.
Great. How can people get a hold of you?
Goodshield.
Oh, www.goodshieldmusic.com, or we're on MyFace too, Mignon Helly, or Goodshield Aguilar, and www.buffalofieldcampaign.org. That's a very important website to check out right now because the buffalo in Yellowstone are being killed. They're planning on killing 1,000 in the next 2 months, so it's really critical that people get a hold of the Buffalo Field Campaign.
Davey, how long have you had the stagecoach?
I bought the stagecoach in 1972. Went to 4 different banks. They all laughed at me and told me I was 100 years too late, and Wells Fargo loaned me the money.
Don't run over Lincoln, okay?
Yeah, don't run over Abe. We've been doing the stagecoach rides downtown here for Christmas and other holidays for the last about 18, 19 years. And it's been a lot of fun. The rides are always free, and we invite everybody to come down as long as they don't mind standing in line.
Looking for a getaway in the foothills? Find great wineries and test your wine tasting skills. Dine in restaurants with wonderful cuisine. Stay in cozy, intimate accommodations. Get away for a weekend, a week, or your entire vacation. Discover wine and romance in El Dorado County. Call 530-621-5885 or on the web at visit-eldorado.com.
I'm Caitlin Clevenger here at the meeting for Main Street Matters in Placerville. Can you tell me a little bit about Main Street Matters and what it's all about?
Absolutely. Main Street Matters was a contest that Benjamin Moore ran back in 2013 across North America, and 20 communities were selected to have a portion of their historic main streets repainted. Placerville was one of the communities that was selected, and the Downtown Association is working with them on some other things that we could do at the same time to enhance the painting. Things like repaving the street, improving the sidewalks, and things like that.
Can you tell me a little bit about what the meeting is about tonight?
Absolutely. This is our second community meeting. We had a community meeting at the end of January to ask people from the town what things that they'd like to see us emphasize to complement the painting program. Tonight's bringing back their ideas and getting their sense of priorities and starting to set work plans to get these things accomplished in the next year or two.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm here with Lisa.
I work for the Placerville Downtown Association, so we're working also with the city of Placerville. We have a great project manager, Matt Boyer, who volunteered his time to help us. He's got a lot of project management experience, so he's been helping us work through the details. And of course, we're dealing with Benjamin Moore and their production company on timing and schedules and how this is all going to work. So we're really excited because it's really going to spruce up downtown, and we're ready for that.
Is there any other things that the Downtown Association is doing for this project?
For this project, we're going to actually do, in conjunction with Benjamin Moore, a kickoff first stroke party. That'll be on June 2nd around noon, and we invite the media and the public to come down, and we'll actually have them put a first brush stroke on one of the buildings that'll be selected. And then the painting should take about 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're having a Main Street Matters reveal celebration afterward, where we have kind of a big party to celebrate the painting. Also, this supplemental program that Matt is working on along with the Downtown Association. Not only do we want to spruce up Main Street with the paint, but we're trying to see if there's other projects like maybe discounts on awnings or roofline lighting, or weeding inlets to the town, things that'll spruce up the town in conjunction with the painting. So we're working to see if the community's on board and going to volunteer. That's what this meeting is about tonight, both the painting and the supplemental program. So we're excited. It's going to be a great year on Main Street. We're really excited.
It sounds like it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Allison Selly. Can you tell me what your role is in Main Street Matters?
I am the Placerville field producer.
And what's your job description?
So I work with the local officials and the contractors to help oversee this project on site.
Okay. Is there any more you can tell us? It's fine if you can.
I think that's basically the,
Okay.
I could go on for probably a day.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm here with Chris Payne, the president of the Placerville Historical Society. Can you tell me how exactly you're involved in the city of Placerville?
In a couple different ways. We have a museum at 524 Main Street, the society does, called the Fountain and Tama Museum. And also, I'm involved with the Placerville Downtown Association. I'm on the board of directors. And also, I'm involved with what's called the Placerville Economic Development Advisory Committee as an appointee on the for the PDA, the Placerville Downtown Association. I'm involved with that group. So I have a big stake in Main Street. Oh, another important thing, I'm also a property owner at 327 Main Street. So I really want this to succeed because I think we need to spruce up the city and make it look pretty good.
And how is the Historical Society contributing to Main Street Matters?
Well, just recently we spent $8,000 to spruce up the insides and a little bit on the outside of our building. We have an 1852 building. It's a stone building. And so we had the bricks repointed, meaning a mason came in and did the bricks, pulled out all of the the mortar that was there, that was Portland cement, and then put a replacement restoration type mortar in. So we really think that we're ahead in terms of getting something done, because our project just completed last week. So it's a good thing, and we like the fact that that kind of ties in to what's been happening on Main Street.
It's exciting. Thank you so much for the interview.
Okay, thanks.
I'm here with Cleve Morris, the city manager of Placerville. Can you tell me what your job description is?
Yeah, I'm, as you mentioned, the city manager of Placerville. I basically supervise all the functions in Placerville, police, public works. I work for the city council, and they tell me what to do, and I do it. So.
And how you feel about Placerville winning the Main Street Matters thing?
It's exciting. It's a great opportunity for us. A number of other things we've got going on, and Main Street Matters is a big one for us in getting the downtown painted. There's some other things we want to do to clean it up, including pave downtown Main Street, and so it'll be a big plus and a big exciting for the city. So.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As you know, we had our last community meeting at the end of January. I think many of you were here for that. The day after that happened, our schedule changed a little bit on the painting and whatnot. We're going to talk about that tonight. Most of you have been kept up to date by reading Bill's updates on the website and staying, on top of that. So, again, this is just going to be a really special year on Main Street. We're really excited. It's getting closer, right? We're going to get painted here before you know it. And thanks to all of you for voting. We wouldn't be here without that. So we'll move this thing along. I'm going to introduce two people tonight. First of all, you guys probably remember Matt, who volunteered to be our fabulous project director for this event, for this activity, for both the Benjamin Moore painting aspect and the supplemental aspect. We're going to talk about both of those things tonight. And we have a representative here tonight from Benjamin Moore's production company. It's actually called Momentum Worldwide, right? Allison Silly. And so she may have come and talked to some of you downtown today. I know she was walking down Main Street and whatnot. So anyway, I'm going to pitch it off to whichever one of you.
So we thought we'd let Allison start with a quick overview of where they are and some of their work that's coming up, and then we'll talk more about the complementary work program. But I did want to do one thing following up from our last meeting. We really didn't give Bill Robinson enough credit for all the behind-the-scenes work that he does to distribute all the information and nag me and say, hey, I don't think people even know what information's out there. So I really want to thank Bill and give him a round. So tonight we're going to talk about both aspects of the program. We expect to be out of here in about an hour and hope some of you will stick around and let us know how you might be interested in helping. So without further ado, this is Allison Selly from Momentum Worldwide.
Hi. Thank you, Matt and Lisa, and thank you everybody for having me here tonight. And I just want to start out with how happy I am that I got lucky enough to get Placerville as one of my cities. I have family in the area, so I'm also particularly excited that this is mine as well. So just thank you. I will go through some of the background information, and I know you've all heard most of this before, so I'll cover this rather quickly. But if you have any further questions about details of the background of this program, please feel free to ask them in the question and answer session we have at the end, or approach me later on. Also, we'll have some cards at the back table if anybody wants to email or call about anything in particular, any thoughts or concerns. I know a lot of you met Eric Guerra, who was here the last time, and I will be taking over the Placerville Main Street Matters project from him. He's still actively involved, but I'll be the primary contact for you to have moving forward on the Momentum Worldwide and Benjamin Moore side. So in addition to your amazing town contacts as well, Lisa and Wendy and Matt. So let's get started. Make sure I'm going to go in the right direction on this. So we have a quick agenda, background updates on the timeline specifically and other things, next steps, and our events that will be coming up. So we're starting to think about those. We have some key dates that we want to share with you as well. So in spring 2013, towns all over North America voted And there were 20 communities that were selected, and Placerville was one of them. All the rest are in Canada and the United States. July and April, we're going to be focusing on pre-planning, and we're wrapping up the pre-planning right now, and we should hopefully be starting some painting within the next, let's see, it's March 24th right now, so I would say we'll have the date in here later. I don't want to misquote. So as far as what we're painting, many of you have heard this, we are focusing on the front facades, the first floors of a 1 to 2 block segment of the historic downtown. We aren't announcing the actual segment until we get information from our contractors so we know what we can actually work on. So that announcement will come a little bit later, but it is in the downtown area. And we're going to be working with local contractors that are going through the selection process, and they'll all be lead certified by the state of California. They'll give them our bids, and then we'll select from there. Another thing about the businesses that we're working on, there are a couple requirements. They need to be locally owned businesses and not political or religiously affiliated. As many of you know, we did some lead testing, so thank you for signing your lead testing agreements. We greatly appreciate that. We couldn't move forward without that. And I know that you guys all signed those almost immediately, so thank you. That initial testing is done with the exception of 1 or 2 items, and the results are going to be kept confidential. We're under strict guidelines to not share them with anybody. So if you do have a question about your particular building, that information won't be released unless we get formal requests signed in writing by the landlord, and just come to me. Nobody in the town even has this information, so there's no concern about the information about your particular building being shared or public about the results of that test. The contractors will be lead certified, so whether your building has lead in it or not, they will still be lead certified and will handle everything appropriately. We also have the Benjamin Moore paint vouchers that I know a lot of you have asked about. Those are going to be coming out in a little bit. I will have them available. I keep track of who I give them to. We give them to the one per business or landlord, and each voucher is good for $10 off per gallon, up to 10 gallons of paint, so a total of $100 off for a select line of Benjamin Moore paint. It's our upper end. We're working with a retailer right now as far as what that's exactly going to say, so more information to come on that, but they are on the horizon. So hold tight, we will get them to you. If anybody in particular has a project that they want to be working on, and if you don't catch me and you do want one, definitely make sure you grab my card and let me know that you are interested in getting one, and we can arrange for that, because we want to make sure that you do get those. They are redeemable at the paint spot, the local Benjamin Moore retailer. So we also have a gift sign coming. This is the installation of this is the location is still yet to be determined, but this is the general overview of what it looks like. It's a Benjamin Moore Main Street Matters sign, and it'll say Main Street and Placerville, California on it. It's beautiful. It's a decorative sign. It's not meant for any directional purposes. Otherwise, you'd have to create a street called Benjamin Moore Street the 14th, April 14th, and meet with all of the building owners and go over the Benjamin Moore color palette for the Placerville, the city of Placerville, specific for this town. So we have worked with color consultants to have an idea of what colors to work with that will be a cohesive look for the town, regardless of the architecture. If you do not want to do the suggested color that the color team recommended, there's also the option to do a straight refresh too. So you could just get a refresh of a Benjamin Moore color that as closely matches what color you currently have to just kind of spruce it up a little bit. So that's definitely an option if you don't want. So the events, what I think is a fun part, it's kind of like a party. We have the first stroke to kick off painting, and that will be the week of 6/2. still waiting to finalize that 100%, but look for more information about it for that week. It'll be a lot of fun. Everybody's welcome to come. It'll be primarily a PR event. There'll be a few people talking just to introduce the program publicly to any media. But we would love to have anybody from the community there. We also have our celebration event. That is going to be a lot of fun. We'll get a huge cake, so free cake. There's going to be music, festivities. We have a scavenger hunt we like to do where you can win some prizes if you can participate in the scavenger hunt. And it'll be a lot of fun. It's a great time for everybody in the community to get together and celebrate and what we've started to do with a revitalization, and also the extra projects that you as Placerville have come together to do in response to this as well.